Now I can't. There. Hey, I don't know what's going on with Miss Niccoyan. I just have an icon. I can't hear.
Yeah.
It's not just me, right? You can't hear
No,
or see
not
it.
just you.
Okay. Because
No, I'm
sometimes.
here. I'm coming.
Okay. All right. How is it going,
Oh, it's a little chilly over here. How about you?
girl? Well, I said this on Friday because it was no Saturday morning. I said this is way too warm. It got really warm Saturday morning, but then we had tornado watches come through, so
Ooh.
that explains it.
How
But
warm
then
did it get?
it got up to almost 70.
Oh,
To this morning when I woke up, 35 degrees, high of 39.
oh.
So it's weird. Hello,
Hey, there she is.
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well. I am well. So, how was Valentine's Day, married ladies?
So I think this was our 18th Valentine's Day. So we didn't do anything, but we did have lunch today because we always like I don't want to be in the restaurants on that day. So we always do something the next day or that weekend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause my son had karate on Fridays, so then we had the brilliant idea of doing takeout after
Mm.
karate. We waited for an hour
Oh my gosh.
for the
Yeah.
food to be ready. It was fun. It was so romantic.
I
What's your
could tell from your voice.
play romantique? Play
Yes.
romantique? No, no, no.
Yeah, because
My friend
yeah,
is
and then we got so much snow. We have so much snow now. It's
Did you
ridiculous.
get your extra 14 inches? Was it 14?
Um,
centimeters.
no,
Yeah.
we got a little less than 14, thank God. But I don't know. I don't know what this. My math is off, but we got 25 centimeters of snow.
Good night.
So it is.
'Cause I'm looking
It
at my
is.
at my yardstick and it has centimeters on one side, inches on the other, and I see that. That's not. Ooh, absolutely not.
How
So that's
many?
25 on top of like the 35 we got the last like earlier in the week. Oh, that's
Um,
it. That's all.
makes me homesick for a Boston winter.
Mm-mm.
Girl, it is.
Tell
I
you,
am not homesick. But you know what?
Dari, listen, you haven't lived through a winter until you've gotten so much snow. You don't know where you're gonna put the new snow.
Yeah, that's because my husband was pretty amazing. Like he's shoveling snow above his height.
Yeah, like you
But
don't know where you're gonna put it because you just
yeah,
got a foot 2 days ago, and
yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
And what she's
inches
not
matter,
telling you is
people.
with her
Inches
husband
matter.
shoveling snow above his height is her husband is 6 feet 6'1", somewhere up in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So he's pitching snow above his head because that's where it needs to land.
Yeah. So it's
That's not that's just feels very illegal. That feels illegal.
but you know what though? This is we haven't had this in a long time, but this is how I grew up. This
yeah,
is and it feels so foreign to me now, but I remember having so much snow all the time. And then it kind of tapered off because of global warming.
Mhm.
It's also a warning. And now it's this winter for some reason the snow is back.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, that's how it was. A mild winter is just one blizzard. That's a
mhm.
mild winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's been fun. Yeah.
absolutely not. See, I
So if
mean,
you
I'm
get
just
a bunch
hearing
of books from
reasons
me, there
why
are a
I
bunch of
will
snow
probably
ins.
always live somewhere that rarely ever gets snow and gets laughed at when we do get snow because we don't know because we get snow and ice and then we don't know what we're doing
You don't know how to
because we
act.
rarely ever get snow and they shut down everything. I
Yeah.
don't care. I'll probably always live in a place like that. I'm good.
You know what? And it's really awesome to live in a place like that because when you live in a place where it barely gets shut down for anything, but then things shut down, you're like, what is going on? Because they shut the libraries down.
Mm.
Ciao.
I don't know.
I know.
Hey, thank y'all for joining. We are just here shooting the breeze or whatever. So if you have questions that you want to ask us about books or whatever, we are just gonna be chatting it up.
Hey, Tiff.
So throw it out there.
Hello,
Hey, Tiff.
ladies. Hello, everybody.
Mm.
Anyway, so I had a very thrilling, very, very thrilling single lady Valentine's Day.
Which
I watched, I rewatched Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, it, and I read an arc that I received. And I usually am not into the under 30 crowd, like both of them being under 30, but I was riveted.
Is
Riveted.
it the one I thought? Were you the one you were nervous about?
Yeah, and girl, nervous for no reason. Because maybe 5 minutes of that.
See,
Maybe
I
5
done
minutes.
told you. I done told you not to worry. Speaking of
5 minutes.
arcs, I've
Mm-hmm.
got a release next month. So if there's anybody in the comments that would like an arc that is not on my arc
Ooh.
team already,
And not
because you
us.
guys are so
You're not talking
awesome,
about me and her, right?
DM me. What?
You're not talking about us, right? You're not talking about us.
Yeah. Are you on my arc team?
Ma'am, don't act like you don't be sitting in my face 5 days a week.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you on the ARC team? I said if you're not on the ARC team, please DM me.
Mhm.
Hi, Tiffany.
I just send Tiff the arcs now. I've gotten to
We
the
don't
point
ask
where
no more. You just send them
Tiff,
to
can
her.
we have that relationship so I
I
don't have to bother you? Because I
I
would just
just
like, you
I
don't want to
just
read it,
send the
don't read it.
arcs like to Tiff and Book Craves and
Mhm.
like a bunch of others. I send the arc first, and then I'll say, "Oh, well, check your Kindle." I send
And if you
it.
don't want it, just let me know. Just be like, it's okay. I didn't see it.
That's a nice life. Nice
You
life.
know, I don't even ask. Well, maybe they don't want to read this trope.
That's
Oh,
the one thing that I miss about being like right now that I'm writing. That is the
Mhm.
one part of my life that is very.
Yeah. I just want to let it be known. She agreed. Just send the arcs.
okay.
Just,
Yeah,
I'm just
okay, I've
saying
got it.
because I'm writing stuff right now, and the arcs will be coming out soon.
Yeah. See, don't you
Hey,
save
book
some time.
Craig.
Now you just know. Just send
I
it.
just know send the
I
arc.
know. I will just put your little name down, and that is that. It'll
Mm-hmm.
come through book funnel. Okay, I just want to say that I just realized that I haven't put out like a full novel in a minute.
Mm.
I don't know if I felt like I had to make up for that. Good night,
Yay, Book Craves.
Giselle. So, yeah. So I don't know if I felt the need to make up for the fact that I haven't put out a full novel in a minute. But I have a pre-order up right now for Left, which is coming out next month.
Mhm.
It was previously in Vella, just say that. But I've been going through edits, and it is a big book. I just want you to understand that
Mhm.
Left is not a small book. Uh,
Mhm.
I I ran it through my little thingy to get the full page count, and I was a little shooketh. So for those of you receiving an ARC, it's 440 pages, and
Ooh,
yeah, yeah.
It's the
So
thickums.
I
Yes.
like them. I like them thick.
yeah, so there's a lot of story there. So
Yes.
I think I've made up for not putting out a full length novel in a while.
Yeah.
And
That'll do it.
the second book in that series is big. It's going to be bigger than that one, and that's
Mm-hmm.
going to be out this summer. So I think I've made up for everything. There you go.
There you
There you
go.
go.
There you go.
Cause yeah, it's a thickum. Bless it. Y'all don't have to like I say, 5 days a week, Niccoyan and I are in each other's face because we write together um like a video conference call thing. Then we pretty much write all day, take lunch, take little breaks, but we write all day. And she's been editing lately. And y'all have not had to listen to her talk about, how big this book is? And the other one's bigger than this. Yes, yes. Yeah, yes.
I might have mentioned it once or twice. I might have mentioned it.
And I'm not even gonna tell people how you blamed it on me.
You blamed it on her.
Listen, my mama, you're also West Indian, and I'm sure that you were taught. And like I always say, it depends on where we were dropped off on the boat. So whether we're West Indian or we're Southern or we're from the North, wherever the Black people landed, our
Mhm.
mothers taught us it's about the company you keep, right? Right? And
So
if I'm wrong, somebody say I'm wrong.
Dari's just a bad influence.
No, it's not
I think
bad. I
that's
didn't
what
say it was
she's trying
bad.
to
I just
say.
said company you keep. No, no, no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up. Where is my reverse button? Let me throw this car in reverse. I didn't say bad. I just said company. Your mama told you about good company too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't say it was bad company. I just said it was company.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay.
And I mean, but it's not only Dari. Let's be honest. These are my these are some of my closest author sister friends. You see these? You see the squares? Y'all aren't surprised.
I don't be doing nothing. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So you don't be writing
da-
big fat books? Because I seem to recall reading big fat books.
I do. I do. I do.
them
Yeah.
them spines be thick.
My thickest book is Almost Paradise. That's
Yeah,
my thickest.
Really, it doesn't feel long.
it
And
didn't
then
feel
it's
like it was that long.
and it's a tie between Downfall and Take Off. So it's those three are the thick
Okay.
are
Okay.
the big one.
Well, I don't have Almost Paradise here, but yeah. Oh snap! Yeah,
This is
Look,
Dickens, ain't it?
look,
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
look at
Yeah.
that.
That's a big girl.
Yeah.
this is a fat girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But see, here's the thing. Here's the trick. Because I was gonna be like, I don't have anything that big,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. No. Don't be saying that out loud in front of people. All on the
no,
internet.
and I'm making a big. Lord
Tell
have
them.
mercy. Yeah, and I was like, oh, mine is not that thick.
Yes. Oh my
Yes, it
God. That's bigger.
absolutely is.
Nope.
Yeah, it's she's a
But
thick
because I
girl.
didn't realize, because this is maybe a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
So the three of us are in good company, is what we're all saying, and nobody's blaming anybody because apparently we are all loquacious. But
Well.
I hear tell the readers enjoy it.
Yes.
That is the rumor on the street.
Yeah.
I know.
That was the rumor in the
Do you
comments just
guys
now.
like the big books, the novels, like those huge novels, or do you prefer like the little skinny novella like this? This was a challenge for me to write because I
Girl,
had to write
the
a
struggle is
complete
real.
story in
You have
however
to
many
pack a
thousand
lot of
words
story in a little bit of time,
I
and
was
the
given.
struggle is real. Because the people that live in my head got a lot that they
Yeah.
like to say to people.
And
And
once I got to know those characters, I'm like, man, I really could have written the hell out of that, but you know.
so, what big fat book you writing now?
Oh well.
Is that what we're calling them now?
Call
Yeah,
them big
big
fat
We
fat
need
book.
books.
t-shirts.
I have
BFB, big fat book.
I
Yeah.
have a big fat book. Is It's not as fat as Almost Paradise. It's in like it's like 115,000 words. I mean, it's still big,
Mm-hmm. That's
but
big fat book.
it's I got and I got it. It's done. I sent it to the editor. She sent it back. I just need to sit down and go through her edits, and I'm just like, I really don't feel like.
Ma'am.
Man, run us our book.
Thank
Cause
you.
we're not
See,
playing with
I'm
you.
glad you said it out loud because I'm sitting here like, how can I say this tactfully?
Oh,
I don't have no
oh,
tact when it comes to books.
you guys just want the book.
Yeah, I have no tact when it comes to like asking for books. Like, no, run me my book.
It's my lovers turn enemies turn lovers. I told you guys with the Crocs. It's the dude
The
with the
Crocs.
Crocs.
Listen. I've been waiting for the rocks. Listen,
Uh-huh.
out
And
here.
and I'm also writing. I haven't told anyone this. Well, I told you guys, but I'm writing another book in the Take series. But if you read book three, if you read Crash, and you remember Vivian's story, and you remember her mom was only like I think 42 in the book. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's a few years later. She's 45. So I am
Mm-hmm.
writing my first story with main characters in their 40s. They're both 45. And I
Love it.
love it. I
Love
love
it.
it. I'm like,
And nice.
I can't do these
It's
little
lovely over
23-year-olds
here.
anymore. Like they
But
are
the way you write your
grown.
23-year-olds, it's okay. We cool with it because
Mm-hmm.
you write them with such maturity and whatnot. But yes, we
Yes.
love mature characters.
Yes. It's fun
Yeah.
over here. It's nice.
So and I really like I really like her. I really like him. And you okay, I always have a kid in my you just showed your whole nostril in my life.
Bless you. Hello, little nostril baby.
Nobody talks to me for hours until I get on a live. Then
Listen,
everybody,
that is children 101. Wait, is she busy? Now is the time for me to speak to
This
her.
is when I should come
yeah,
over
they're
and
passing
see
notes to
what's
me on my
happening.
lives. I'm like,
So,
It's beautiful.
yeah. So it's I don't even know what trope this this is, right? I just like when I wrote the book Crash initially, I thought, wow, because when I wrote her mom, when I started the book, I didn't know what direction I was going to go with the mom. And I decided I was going to go in a good direction, in a healing direction.
mhm,
And I'm like, oh my God, this woman, like nobody needs a happy ending more than this woman here.
mhm,
But, and it's just always been in the back of my mind, in the back of my mind. And in December, not December, I wrote a bonus epilogue for Crave, my very, very first book in that series. And it was so nice to visit with these characters. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give this woman a story. Now is the time. This 45-year-old
mhm,
year old is going to get her story.
mhm.
So,
But she's
um,
got a lot of life left, baby.
yeah,
That
she
is
does. I mean,
young. She's practically a baby.
she's
Mhm,
young. Like, I mean,
mhm.
honestly, she could have a whole other life. She could have a child. She can't because she's had a hysterectomy. But I mean,
Oh, bless it. That sounds wonderful.
she
Sorry, what?
Listen, if I could convince them to shut this factory down, I don't care if it never produced a product. Shut it
shut it down.
I'm I'm ready for closing for production.
down. But yeah, that ain't what y'all came for. Y'all didn't come to hear
I
me
know, yeah,
talk
y'all didn't care for
about
that,
that.
but
And don't
That's
need
a
to
little
promote it.
TMI now.
it's, you know
Y'all didn't
what?
come
It's
here for
not
that. Y'all
because
came
we're
here for
women,
book
and
talk.
it
Book
wouldn't
talk.
improve my productivity as an author if I didn't have to be fussing with that mess. You understand what I'm
Listen,
saying? My
ain't
mood would be nice and keen, and I would just be just.
there are no more humans coming out of this factory. This done.
None.
Like, uh,
None.
I
I
approve
mean,
this
I guess
message.
I never even put out a
technically,
sign saying I was open for business.
yeah,
Still up in here. Ain't no reason for this machinery to work like that every day.
yeah.
You know what, Giselle? Because the other day I was watching TikTok and I saw this woman's like, "Oh, I was 55 and yeah, I'm like, ma'am, just stop your story right there
No,
The
because
way
that's nothing but
y'all would have
Satan.
to medicate me,
That's Satan.
so y'all
I
would
know
have to
Satan
put
when I
me
see him.
somewhere and medicate me.
That is the work of the devil.
like I
That
can't even
is,
like.
that is, because what you doing? No, absolutely not. But book lady, book lady gonna get her love.
Yeah,
And we are all about that life, and I'm really excited for her because I love mature characters. I've been reading
See,
20
see,
year
Jay?
olds since I was before I was allowed to read, which was like I started reading 20 year olds like when I was 10. I mean,
yeah.
I mean 14.
My mama might see this. So I was reading age appropriate books when I was 10 or 12.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay. So yeah, me too. So I've been reading 20 year olds for a good what is that? 30 years? I'm tired. J'ai exhausté. Give me some mature women and some mature men and
Hmm.
they've lived their life and I just love
yeah,
that.
exactly. And it's like like they've made their mistakes, right?
Hmm.
Because they've both been married before,
Hmm.
um, and she has a child, he has a child, even though his child is still a minor, but you
Hmm.
know they could still live their best life together. um they both still got a little bit of drama though, but that's the fun.
See, my mom didn't read books like that because my mom is ultra religious. So my books came from the library. We had to have, I need to have a permission form because there was a topic that was very mature that we were reading. Not mature, but like, they wanted to make sure our parents were
Doesn't
on board
matter.
with us reading a certain topic. I can't even remember what it was. But
Hmm.
basically, that opened up, that permission form allowed me to take out whatever book I wanted from the
Oh,
library.
now did you have your mom sign that, or did you
Oh
forge
no,
her
she signed it
signature?
because it was for something academic. Did
Okay,
I
because I would have just
stay
forged
on
my
that
mother's.
academic book?
Listen, The way I can write my mama's signature beautifully, and I do not write as neatly as she does, but I can draw. And that's all I would do when I sign her signature. I am drawing.
There you
I'm
go.
drawing that pretty P and
No, but she
Yeah.
signed it because it was to get out that particular book.
Okay.
Let's just say the school probably changed their policy later on because they should have worded that differently.
So
But
now
Mama
you
was
would just
picking out
read.
all
You're
kinds
like,
of books.
thank you, Mom. Thank you, school.
Yeah,
well,
and the first book that I took out, just to let y'all know that I wanted to have a full running start, I took out Daniel Steele's Full Circle.
girl, you didn't even start out with the Harlequins? Because CJ just said she started reading her grandma's Harlequins, because that's where I started with the Harlequins. After I read my library out of everything, like my school library out of everything, and finally got over to the city library and the second store and all that, just read them out of Harlequins. Oh, I found this little secondhand bookstore in the
Ooh,
summers.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, I would have to stand in that store. I know I would be in that store for at least an hour every time, because I would have to, if I picked up a book that looked interesting, I would have to read the first 3 chapters to make sure I hadn't read it already.
Right? See? See, I didn't get into Harlequins till later, but my mom worked in a hospital and they always had book sales. So what I
Mm.
would do is I'd be like, she'd be working and she'd send me like, go for a walk, and I would go down to the bookstore, buy a Harlequin book, because you get one for 50 cents,
Mm-hmm.
and I would read it and then I would leave it in the waiting room.
Oh,
But I could take
You
it
you
love
home.
take that
doing
home?
that, because that's
You,
that's that's a thing where people read books and they kind of leave it,
yeah.
and then somebody picks it up, and when they finish it, they leave it somewhere else for somebody else to read. That's a thing. You were doing that long before it was cool and
Oh.
chic.
Yeah, girl, because I sure the heck couldn't take it home with me. A
Uh,
Harlequin book? No, ma'am.
oh, I had my older cousins had the Harlequins, so I would read them. I mean, I had all kinds of books with like, suspicious book covers. She never said a thing, so I was like, all right.
I loved that, Moyana. I would get a yes, that secondhand bookstore that I found, they would also take trade-ins. So
Yeah.
sometimes I would trade in books that I knew I wasn't going to read again to get some more
Mm,
books, because
yeah.
yeah, I could get a bag of books for like $3 and I mean it would keep me busy for at least a week.
I know.
And it's wonderful how we used to get really good price books. May I just take this opportunity to say the price of books have gone up?
They have.
Uh, please bear that in mind when you see your favorite authors out in the street,
Hmm.
and purchase those books legitimately. And if you can't, you see how I just offered up some marks? See how I just did that?
Offered up some arcs, and you see how I am in libraries with most of my books, because most of
Me,
my books are not in KU, so you could actually request one of my books from your library.
yeah, all my novels, my
Most
full
of the
novels
time
are
you're
in
going to get it. I
libraries.
only have 4 books, I think, that you won't be able to request from the library unless you request a paperback. But
Okay,
if
I
you
want
get
her to be
4,
my best friend. How's that pronounced? Moyana?
Moyana.
yeah, she just said
2,000 books
2,000 books
sounds
in
like
her
a dream
garage.
to me.
We're not going to talk about the books in my garage,
Wow.
because there are books.
Girl.
There's a bookshelf in every room of my house, and it's full.
Yeah, see, my husband
Even
wouldn't be
more.
excited about that, but I like just the like I have so many books. He's like, "Are you gonna read these books?" I'm like, "I understand you want to declutter, but don't
Don't
worry
touch my
about your
books.
books in your decluttering efforts.
Listen,
Okay, that's
I
not
have
part."
these books there and there. Yes, I've read them mostly, most of them. I honestly have read most of the books that I have.
And then
But
the other
some of
day,
them, if they're signed, they're not here for me to read them.
right?
They're signed. The autograph, I met the author and she autographed that book for me. So, no. Hey, KGB.
Oh, look. See this? From when
What
I
is
was a
that?
kid.
Don't make me go whip out my. Ooh, I'm looking at a Jude Devereaux right now. And where's my Beverly Jenkins?
Pal,
That's
no.
from Steamy Lit,
Oh
Miss
my
Miss
God.
Jenkins.
That's so. Oh my God. I did not get a book signed by her when I saw her in
The way
Denver.
I'm so jealous right now. I'm not
I talked
okay.
to her in the elevator, though. I did talk to her in the elevator, but I didn't get no book signed.
I don't get jealous like that, but because I don't even like that word, but the way I am right.
Mm-hmm.
She was nice. Like meeting her was nice.
That's the best part when you read. Like that's why I love doing book signings and stuff, because when you meet these, like sometimes I forget that I'm there to like be an author myself, because I'm just like fanning so hard. I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, look who that is. Oh my god,
Yes,
look who that
girl.
is.
Yes, and I mean, I'm not even a person who really hugely fangirls. I'm like, in awe of some of people's talent, but usually I'm just like, folks like to be left alone. You leave that lady alone. So I was in the elevator and I was just standing there like, and then I was getting ready to get out. And I was like, I really love your books. And she said, and then I got out of the elevator and left her alone. But one of these days, I'm gonna show up at an event like Miss Bev showed up, because Miss Bev had her purse on her shoulder, a little tiny roll-on carry-on bag, and her jacket. That was it.
Oh
The
yeah.
books were at
Because
her
that's all
table
you
when she
need.
showed up. There was no extra frills.
Yeah.
The books were
I
there.
had
The
to
pens to sign the books were there.
I had to
Girl, she
buy
probably
this
didn't
in
even
like the
carry a
Yeah,
pen.
bookstore.
or they're in the bookstore. There's
Yeah.
a little
And then
bookstore,
she
so they're
signed
either
it.
already
And
there
she
or they're in
probably
the
didn't even
bookstore,
have
or
a
whatever.
pen, girl. They probably put the pen on the table for her.
Well, you could do
KGB,
that when you're Bev Jenkins.
You
well,
know
I'm
that.
saying, KGB had a book come out this weekend,
Happy
yesterday,
release day.
for under her Christy Cash pen name, my alien dragon baby daddy.
Congratulations.
Listen, it was on Villa when I first saw it, and she started talking about it. She was giggling every time she said the title of it, but I giggled when I saw the title of it. It is, I love it. I love a good sci-fi, and I want me a big purple dragon, even though he wasn't
You're very
nice.
specific on the color of the dragon you want. Okay.
I mean, because he was big and purple. He was.
Like I said, okay. I mean,
Yes, he is. Fine, fine. So I have to get specific about that.
a purple dragon, because yeah.
Yes, he's an alien purple dragon baby daddy.
Well, I
I
know
mean,
how you love
I ain't gotta
purple,
have
so
his big
that makes
old egg
sense.
babies though. I'm just saying I ain't gotta do that part.
What the baby come out looking like with the half dragon, half human?
They were they could fly.
Oh.
They had their and they could blow smoke, but they hadn't. Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, but I love a sci-fi, so I'm very keen on finishing. So I'm just letting you know right now, KGB, go on in. I know you were writing that on Vela and you pulled it over to your Patreon. You need to go, I will be expecting the rest of that series. Just gonna put that out there. Feed my little sci-fi heart.
Yeah, sci-fi is, and I love that more women of color, are black women
Mm-hmm.
specifically, are writing more
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi and more fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Please keep writing it, because
Yep.
you're little cute nerds like us that really enjoy it.
I
Yes.
know. Look, our only boundary has been access, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's it. That's
access.
it.
That's it. That's the only
That's
thing
it.
keeping us.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like our food, our stories are better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Here's the thing that I love, and I am so happy to be living in this time where there are so many indie authors getting the opportunity to have their stories told and to tell their stories, because the richness, because of our lived experiences and the way that we have to move in the world, there's a richness in the stories that we tell, that if not everyone can get there, because of the fact that they haven't lived our life. They
Right.
haven't had our lived experiences. They don't view the world through the same kind of lens, having to be aware of so many things. And it all gets funneled into what we write. With the good and the bad get funneled into what we write, but also we have the opportunity to make the world like we want it to be, so we can show hints of the world as it is and then
Right.
make it the way we want it.
Oh my God, that's beautiful, Dari. Yes. That is. Because, like when you're reading a book with black characters and it's written by a black person, like
Mhm.
the difference. And one person in my readers group, I don't remember what the topic was, and one person said to me, my favorite part of Almost Paradise was the scene where when Nia goes to her in-laws for the first time, and remember
Mhm.
there was the black guy who worked there, and they had a whole conversation with just their eyes, like the only
Mhm.
two black people. she knew what he was saying, and he knew what she was saying with just their eyes. And somebody said, "Oh my God, I love that." And I'm like, you know what? That's I could write it, but you can't write it because we understand.
Well, I mean, you could try to write it, but it wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah. But you know, like if I'm
But
somewhere
we have
and
so
we
many
are
of
the
those
only two there,
conversations, right?
we can
We have,
talk just with our eyes.
yeah, we have. I've been in places. I've had whole conversations with Black people. I've walked away and been like,
Yeah.
what we gonna do?
Or we just give each other a look like, yeah, that one, Dari.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, though. I've as I gotten older, I've gotten really good at, controlling my tongue. I don't have to say. Actually, I've always been good at that. Like not always saying what I want to like have to say what I want to say. Like some people don't have that control. But I swear to God, my face, especially my eyes. Actually, my face is pretty good. My face is pretty good, but you see this part right here?
Yeah.
And my son caught on to that really early in his life because by the time he was 3, he was going like this. Because I'd look at him and he'd be like, because he knew. A whole conversation. And he understood the conversation.
That's best for his little well-being that he understood the conversation.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna do when we're together. You look at me, I'm just gonna do like this.
Rihanna, the same. My filter is slipping so badly. It's slipping. I was already a kind of blunt person who had to really clamp down on myself not to say things, and not like I was trying to be mean. I was just like, don't ask me a question. Seriously, don't ask me a question if you don't want an honest answer, because I'm not going to remember what I said. So when you ask me the question again, I'm just going to give you the honest answer again. So don't ask if you don't want an honest answer. Please don't.
Yeah, I've been waiting to have a full life. So, because we're always saying that older people, they have the excuse of having lived their long life so they can say whatever they want. Just wait, y'all. Wait till I turn 60 because it's on and popping. What? She said what? Yeah.
Listen, you've met my mama. The conversations I had with mama, I'm like, Mama, please don't. She was like, I'm grown.
Mama they get sassy the older they get.
Sassy.
So sassy.
Be quiet. I'm like, I'm just trying not to hurt nobody's feelings. Can you not? And she's not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but she saw something. She wants to talk about it.
Wait till we get in the car, Mama.
Because I have learned like really early on to stop sit. Because I used to say to my mom, "Shh," and she's like, "I'm not a foul." And then I realized that conversation could go longer. Yes, because my mom is a Sagittarius, Cindy. That's what it's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I have a Pisces mama. My birthday on leap year is 3 days because she's a leap year baby. So this year's my birthday is 2 days before hers. On leap year is 3 days for her. So we right there.
You older than your mama?
Yeah, I am. I keep telling her she's not even old enough to drink. So stop this foolishness.
Your mama was born on February 29th. Wow.
But I am I am the youngest as well. And there's a freedom from being the youngest that people don't realize because somebody's always there to catch you in a way. Somebody's always got your back in a way. So there is a freedom to being able to just try it. I'm just going to try it. Why not? And sometimes that goes to saying it too. Now, there's some people I didn't say stuff to growing up because I like my teeth in my head.
Yes, because you also need to know when. Yeah, to hold that back. But that's also a nice thing about writing too, because sometimes there've been things that in certain situations that I wish I could have said to people, and I feel like my characters are like, "Girl, I got you. Hold up," and I'm like, "Oh yes."
That might be why. That might be why some of these ladies in my head be popping off at the mouth because I didn't always get to pop off at the mouth.
My female characters are a lot more, confrontational and aggressive than me.
Mine aren't. I guess I should give them more freedom.
So I let them do it for me in the books.
Yeah. I think that's why some of them are, they pop off. Now, I mean, I have some folks that don't pop off. I had like Alyssa. Alyssa didn't pop off until you made her really, really angry, and then she rapid.
Yeah,
she get you, but you had to push her there.
Yeah, like this one I'm writing now, she doesn't, but she doesn't pop off, but that's the character. She's not, you know.
Yeah. Oh, now CJ, that's just well, you know what? So
That is a
here's
beautiful
the thing.
thing.
Yes, that is some baby child behavior
Mhm.
because yes, when I was younger, that was the thing. You couldn't talk crazy to me because my sister was right there, or my brother was right there. But now what's funny is I'm looking at you like I know you're not talking to my sister like that.
Whoa, did you hear this? I'm the 19th out of 21. Your mother had 21 children? Oh my God.
Good night. Oh, blessed. Oh, absolutely. Blessed. I don't. Lord Jesus.
God bless your mom.
I can't
How
find
many
words.
sets of twins?
Because the trauma that my body just went through, just hearing
Okay,
that,
because
like,
now, yes, my grandmother had like 16 siblings. Like,
that's a
that
lot.
was my great grandmother was having children from like 1920 something all the way up through 1950, somewhere off in there. Yeah, that I mean, she seriously spent a long time pregnant.
How old was she when she had that last baby? Good Lord.
My aunt, the aunt that's closest to my mother in age is she was either I think she was born in 1950. So she would
Wow.
my great she would have been in her 40s when that last one was born.
Wow. See, that's the thing. I always thought that I had a really big family, but both of my parents have like five siblings. So
Mhm.
apparently we are moderate for that time. we're,
Yeah.
we're not that big of a family as I thought we were. It feels big.
It was late 20s though. It was late 1920s.
Lord
Oh,
have
Yeah,
mercy.
she would have
Listen,
started having children,
I
but she
gave
was
birth
still
to,
for like almost 30 years. She was pregnant.
oh my God.
She
God
was
bless her.
pregnant. Now
I
she
went
did
through
have a
two,
couple of set of twins, but she was pregnant. Yeah.
I went through two
Only
pregnancies and
seven.
that was enough. That was two pregnancies too many. Okay. So that was,
the one was a lot, child. Oh, child.
I could,
Oh, lad, giggling and childless and never intend to.
Jessel said, I only have seven siblings. Only
Only
seven?
seven. I
Only
said only
seven.
seven.
Well,
Your
Tiffany
mom
has
had eight
11.
babies? Oh my goodness.
This is a lot of
Mhm.
y'all.
That is, that is. I mean, that's taking care of some stuff, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Yes, for all those ones who had more than children, hey Jan Jan,
They
for
took,
all
yeah.
of those women who had more children, I thank you for keeping the population going. You have allowed me to take a step back, and I appreciate y'all more than y'all will ever know,
Whew.
Yep.
ever, like ever, ever.
Listen, that is why my children happen in these books. They happen in these books now. They
Yes, so
do.
I
I
do have
know.
additional children. See,
My characters will have 4 or 5.
Yeah. They just love having the babies. They love having the
that's
babies.
probably why my characters have like a bunch of kids because I'm like one was good for me, but like see like Nick. I'm not gonna say his name. I do not want any smoke tonight. Never
Listen,
mind.
Nico needs to stay off that woman. Every time you look, every time they show up in a book, she pregnant again. And it ain't the same pregnancy that somebody else saw. This is a different one. I'm like, can you stay off that woman? Stop trying to stay off that woman.
Well, how
He
many
has
kids do
time
they
to make
have
up
now?
for it. Okay.
How many kids do they have now?
By my count, it's 4 or 5. Cause
Oh, dang.
oh no, because
Well,
left
she was pregnant.
left
She
was
was
the
pregnant at
fourth.
the beginning of left.
Left and we don't have right yet, but you yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, see, let's see. Yeah, CJ's always calling for the babies. Are they gonna have a baby? So
I feel like she's actually calling them forth.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's just like I know my story that I took out of Vela that's now on my Patreon exclusively, Draft Pick Season 4 with Vitali. Because of course they got pregnant like the first night they were together. Of course they did.
Super.
And since Jacelyn is 40 and wasn't actually planning on having any kids, then now they're not they're about to have a two for the price of one. I doubt if he convinces her to do it again. I doubt it very seriously.
I bet you he could. Bet you he could. Bet you he could convince her.
Bet you he could, but
Oh,
he
I
love that
saw a
woman
question up
crazy.
here.
So
What
I
is
don't think he's going to. I think they're going to be fine with that two for the price of one that they get. That is the vibe that I'm getting from them.
Okay, we'll see. Till he see them beautiful babies. We'll see. I think. Oh, I saw a question. Are a lot of your characters based on y'all's experiences in real life? I knew I saw
No.
a question.
Oh, I'm glad you saw
I
that because
wish
I
a
did read
billionaire had blackmailed me into marriage, but no.
Girl, the way I would have been like blackmail my ass. Sorry.
Oh, kind of, but not really. Because yeah, no billionaire has come and snatched me up off the casino floor, fed me or nothing like that. Bent me over and then twisted me like a pretzel and then chased me across the world to Bali. So
No,
nah.
and no
Me neither.
billionaire has married me twice without a prenup and fell in love with me twice. I mean, I got it like that. Let's not get it twisted. It just hasn't happened.
Now, in the ways that it does, some of my characters do non-traditional careers that some of my characters have. I was in practicing electrical engineer for over 20 years before I started writing full time. So non-traditional career. So the STEM girlies are in my head, and they like being there. They like they like showing up in the books.
Oh, I love the STEM girls. I love the
Me
professional
too.
girlies that show up. I
Mhm.
don't care what the profession is. I just love it. I just love that representation.
And I love that, and also that they don't need that man; they want him.
Yes.
And that's what
Exactly.
they
Yes.
are. They are working their life, and they are happy, and they do not need to be rescued. Does not mean he's not going to rescue her, though.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
most of mine, they don't even want the damn man. So
Girl, they be fighting them poor guys so hard.
The way these women be running off and leaving leaves men in the bed. I just had one. I had one in this draft pick
And
series
he
where
was so in
she
his
didn't leave him
feelings.
in the bed, but it was mainly because he was guarded like a hawk. He was like, "What you ain't gonna do? You ain't gonna wake up and you gone. This is not how it's gonna be."
So they're very sensitive about that kind of. Don't you be walking out on me now.
So no, but mm.
I think I sprinkle for my life experiences. I sprinkle.
He
I,
had
I
her clothes. Oh my
what?
god, I keep forgetting he did
Oh
that.
yeah, he did hide her
I
clothes.
mean, he hit that girl clothes the second time because she slipped off the first time. The second time he hit her clothes, she was like, "I could have sworn my dress was right there."
Nah, your
like
dress is where
you're leaving naked.
you're gonna have to check in with me before you get that dress back. But yeah, for experiences, I think part of who I am slips into these books. So you're gonna get like a lot of cultural people from different cultures because I live in the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto Area, and I literally can run into any culture like on a daily basis because there's just everything around us. So you're gonna see that. Plus, so of course they're set in Canada, but also like I'm a West Indian girl too, so you they just slip in there. And like so, sometimes saying slip in there, so it's really good that I have really awesome writing partners because sometimes they'll be like, "Girl, what does that mean?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What does that mean? That is what I say. That is what I say." So thank my writing partners that you're able to understand some of the phrases that I put in there because they've checked in with me to make sure that I've not gone too Trini on some of the phrasing.
Thank you, Christy.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. So,
And what about you, Evelyn?
Um, Sometimes, yeah. I mean, inevitably, like parts of you will always slip in. So if somebody's eating something in any of my stories, it's usually something that I like too. So, um, and in like some little parts, like in Downfall, when Summer is afraid of the cat, that's me. Uh, like every time the cat comes, she jumps, right? That I'm nervous around cats because I don't want them jumping on me. So that's a little bit of myself. So there's always a little bit of myself in the stories. And also there's always a little bit of how I wish I could be in how some of the heroines, how they stand up for themselves, how they speak up for themselves, how they can be a little bit more aggressive than I am. So there's a little bit of that too.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a huge foodie, so if y'all read a book of mine and y'all ain't hungry, then y'all don't want to be hungry.
Yeah. So
Um.
I have to
So
watch myself because my characters love to try to talk about what's this food? No, they don't need to know everything you ate, baby.
yes,
They don't need
yes.
to know everything you
So
ate.
you fight that too? Because I could literally have a whole book of just what they ate. Because they're like, "Oh, we ate this," and I'm like, "They don't really care, baby." I mean, I do. Tell me, but I'm not putting it in the book.
We're not going to talk about the way the chef was standing over there blending the sauce together. I will tell you that the chef is over there and he's cooking, and yes, it's some red sauce or some Alfredo or whatever. We're not going to talk about how they blended the sauce. That happened in Christmas Candy. That's the only place we're going to talk about the way you blended the sauce, because that book was about learning how to cook and getting
Yeah.
sexed
Yeah,
up.
I'm avoiding.
Learning how to cook. She got sexed up too, but she learned how to cook.
Well, there's cooking and cooking, right?
I mean, she cooked and she cooked, but
Right. Um, Giselle asked if we had any book signings this year.
I do have one next week. Actually, I fly out. I'm going to visit with a friend of mine in Florida. That's usually when I go to an event in Florida. I have a friend that I've had since childhood, that lives in Florida, and I'll go and visit her for a few days, either on the front end or on the back end of the event. So I'm going to be at Coastal Magic, starting in Daytona, starting on Thursday the 20th. But the event really kicks off on Friday. So it's like author stuff on Thursday, and then Friday is when the readers, Friday and Saturday, when the interaction with the readers, and then the book signing is on Saturday. And they are offering single day stuff. So if you are in that area, in the Daytona area, and you want to come over, but you don't have all weekend to commit to it, single day stuff is available. Just go on their Facebook page, or coastal coastalmagic.com, and get that information.
Okay.
But we three will see each other very soon.
In what, 6 weeks? Is it
Oh,
like?
please, no, it's a little more than 6 weeks now. It's a little more than 6 weeks.
No, I don't even. Yeah, a little
Oh, it
bit.
is. It is, because we
Yeah,
have the
eight
whole month of
weeks.
March
About 8 weeks.
between us. Yeah, and then there's 2 more weeks of February left. So
Oh, yeah.
We'll see about that. Blink your eyes and see about the 2 weeks in
be
February.
quiet.
So
Be
like
quiet. But
seven
it
weeks.
is
Yeah,
like
we're gonna
7
be at a
weeks. Yeah,
Polycon.
7 weeks. We're
So all three of us will be at a Polycon.
Yay.
Yay!
CJ says you want to know every step Kenneth did, and Aaron Ma. Aaron is my boo. Yeah. So
So what? So events. I have Canadian events. So I have my first event is Kitchener in April. Then we'll all be at a Polycon. Then I have another Canadian event in Niagara Falls, Romancing the Falls. Then I'm going to see these lovely ladies again in July.
at Riders on the
Um,
River in
yes,
Peoria,
in
and that's
Peoria.
still
Oh, I
Pennsylvania.
also have a very local event in March. I mean, in June in my city that I live in. So that one just got added.
Mhm.
Yeah, I distinctly remember saying last year that I was going to do less events.
I did too, and then somehow I'm in just almost as many events as I was, and I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Um, yes, eventually Doc Vitali will be available as a book, but I am writing it on my Patreon right now. I'm writing it in tandem with two other things, but I am writing it. I am actively writing it. So, but hey, oh, also I want to mention real quick, for Riders on the River. I don't know about these ladies, but I have tickets, free tickets,
I don't have no
a
ticket.
VIP. One of them is a VIP ticket to give away. So if you are on my Patreon, be looking for that. Mark that date. Come on over there, and it is available. I'm deciding how I'm going to arrange to give them, but if you are interested, make sure you're over there paying attention. Excuse me.
Well, if there's anybody who's going to be in the Kitchener area for my first event, I actually have 5 VIP tickets. That's going to be so.
Yeah.
Somebody's there, they can get some tickets as well. I guess we also have to try to figure out a way to give those away. So,
Yeah.
but I don't have any Riders on the River tickets though.
I
So
don't think
we'll
I do
also see
either.
each other again in September for what Ignited by Books is in August. It's in
Oh
August.
yeah. Oh, you and me. Yes, you and I.
Yeah. No. We'll leave. We won't. Evelyn won't be there. But Ignited by
You could have
Books.
been. It's not too late.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm just
Oh, so I
saying.
get to see you 3 times this year. That's nice.
Yes.
And
You
I get
want
to
to
see you twice.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I get to meet Dari for the first time ever.
In
So that'll
person. Yay!
In person.
Yep.
He's super sweet.
Mhm.
I mean, both of them. Because you're both looking at me like, well, who are you talking about? Both of you are sweet, obviously.
Okay, Book Race. I get to see Giselle. I get to see you again. I haven't seen you in person since the BWSL event in 2022. So that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
think I have tickets to give away for that event. Oh goodness, I
Oh, yes,
will.
I have
So
tickets for that event
my
too.
Canadian Patreon. I know I have some Canadian Patreon members. Be on the lookout. So
Yes. So I've got tickets for Ignited by Books as well. So I got a lot of free tickets to give out for events. That's pretty cool.
I do like that, and hopefully I can get some readers over out there, and come not just to see me. Yes, come to see me, of course, but be a part of the event and get to meet a lot of cool new authors and just hang out. So
Awesome.
So what else is going on, ladies? What else? So you're writing this mom, and we're waiting for you to get that arc out, Evelyn.
I gotta edit that son of a bee. So
Was that smooth? Because I thought that came out really smooth. Like
you did good. You did
thank
good.
you.
yeah.
And Dari's writing Vitali on Patreon as well
Mhm.
as. Did you say what the other two things were?
I did not. I'm writing Nikki and Ash's story, and if you have read Involuntary,
Which is
if
like,
you read Involuntary,
and if you haven't,
then you met Nikki and Ash. Nikki is Stephanie's best friend, and Asher is John's best friend. They are together. Nikki did try to run from that man, but he locked her down.
the way these women be running, like what?
Listen, I don't know why she was running from his big Viking looking self.
Like
Find
where
that
are you
man.
going? Because he's gonna find like where are you going to?
That just puts the target bigger on your
Look,
back. That
that's
just makes them want to find you more.
the book starts out with her trying to sneak out the bed. And he wakes up like, where you think you're going? So that's how the book starts. So you know how I know CJ always say sometimes with my characters at some point in time it's usually on site.
Yeah.
At some point it's on site. That book starts out. They are already in the bed. She tried to leave the bed. Stuff happened.
Like
That's
where
all
are
I'm
you
gonna
going?
tell you.
Lady,
But I love to read that though. This is me. Where do you think you're going? But I would be eating that up.
And
exactly. That's what we.
Leave
also,
That's
him,
what we
girl.
do.
Leave him.
also
Because you just
under
want her to get
my
in trouble. That's
Yeah.
what you want. You want her to get in trouble.
He no good.
yes, you do because Asher will. He already was chasing that woman down. It's not. Mm-mm. So, and the other thing I'm writing is under my Midnight Lock pen name, and I am writing a story um, about an author who normally writes romance, but she writes closed door romance, and she really wants to write open door romance, but she's struggling because she's one of those people who needs to experience certain things in order for it to feel real to her to be able to write it. Unless it's just way out there, because she writes fantasy books and she can write those fantasy books like nobody's business. But there's no sex in those fantasy books. So she's got to experience some things. So she has someone who's willing to help her experience some things
Oh.
so that she can write the smexy time in her books. Now that
What a
person is
giving
her best
person.
friend's brother.
Right?
But
We like selfless people.
So charitable. So
he is,
charitable, this
he is
person.
really charitable. Now I'm just gonna tell you he was not happy when he overheard her thinking about he overheard his little sister offering to help her set up an account on a website on an app called in Midnight's world it's called Eggplant, and it's a hookup app, but it's a very exclusive hookup app now. But you can order up whatever you like on eggplant, and it will come
Mm.
to you discreetly.
And this dude's eavesdropping. Like, I'm right here. You don't need to.
Yeah, he
You
was
don't need
not
We're
it.
gonna
happy
we're
when
gonna
he
put a
heard about
smash
that.
to
He was
that.
like,
You're
I
not going on
know
any
she is
app.
not about to try to go and dial up a. Absolutely not. You are not doing that.
I got your eggplant right here, ma'am.
Oh, that's what I do love about Midnight. She's very freeing when it comes to certain things. I don't have, there's not a whole lot of lead in with the plot and all that stuff before he started bending her over. So, like, I got this. It's right here already. You don't even have to dial it. You don't have to call nobody up. You don't have to join no app, none of that stuff. But Mac is something. It's Mac and Chelsea. And Mackenzie, he is something else and goes by Mac, but he is something else. Hey, Free. So it has been fun to write those two because Chelsea is still bless her sweet little heart. Oh, Mac, yeah, he rocking that world. That's all I got for that one. Yeah, no, Giselle, no need for the app. That's what Mac is like. Nah, I know you're not. He was kind of pissed about it too. Like, and he had now. Granted, he is not even her man at this point.
I know
He
he's
is
just
not her
being
man.
nosy. Listen,
Listen,
Hey,
you
Free.
have to stake your claim.
He is not her man. He just like, I know I didn't just hear you say you about to dial up the dick. I know that ain't what I heard.
listen. But the thing is, once you're done, you're paying for the dick to leave, right? I'm paying for this, and then you get to go. That's really what I'm paying for. Bye bye.
Yeah, but see, yeah. So, but I love that. Now, eggplant. One day maybe we'll get into how eggplant came to exist because
That would
eggplant
be a great story
eggplant
for
got its
Midnight Laugh
start
to write.
in my sexy scenarios because there were a few people in there that used eggplant or thought about using eggplant. So, hey, wait, what? What King Ellie? Yes, I'm talking about uh, a pick a penis app that that is fictional in my in Midnight Locks world. Well, it's more than just pick a penis. It's pick a penis, pick a let's see, whatever floats your boat.
Whatever
Very
you
discreetly,
need.
but very discreetly, you know. So
Because everybody wants choice. As we
yeah,
say here in Canada, when you have cheese, you have choice. When you
there
have
you go.
eggplant,
See?
you have choice.
There you go.
Hey, you could use that. You could use that for the app.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, so that is what I am writing right now, and the goal is for that one. It's going along pretty good. It is a long novella, so I should be done with that one. Um, Hopefully, I need something to come out soon. So right now, I am pretty far along with Nikki and Ash's story, getting really close to the end, not even close with draft pick, and it is already a big fat book, and I am not close to being done. Mm.
Oh, and Niccoyan, what are you working on?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to read up the comments so I could try to keep
Oh,
up.
thank you,
Um,
CJ, for answering questions out there for us. We appreciate you.
so yeah, so on my Patreon, I am finishing up Right, which is the second book in the Family Secret and Lies series. That one is almost done. I feel a little bit sad though because I've been with these characters for like almost 2 years now, and it's wrapping up. So that story is almost done. So once that story is done, um, I'm really super excited because I got the cover,
Mhm.
and I'll be showing everybody the cover soon for my third book in the Elite series. And I'll be doing that as a serial once I'm done with Right. I'm also working on a couple of short stories for anthologies for events I'm going to. So the first one is going to be for Riders on the River, and it's a sports romance book. It's actually a racing book, so um, it has a little bit of a enemies to lovers vibe. So
Mhm.
um, that'll be done. But once that's out of the way, which will be very, very soon, I'm really super excited to write Sonora and Aldrich's book, which will be. I wasn't planning to write their book at all. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank
I wasn't
you.
planning to write Aldrich and Sonora's book from Escaping Christmas, but he's really pushy. So that's going to be an interesting story to write. So that's. I have a lot of things firing in my head right now, but I'm getting it all out there. So I'm really excited about writing those stories.
So
And I'm
I'm learning
excited
about
about reading them.
racing.
So
We have a race fan in the comments, Niccoyan, but I am learning about racing because Niccoyan tells me about it.
Yes, I'm. Because here's the thing, my husband only watches one sport.
what?
I the
Racing?
joy, the if he wasn't already so awesome, that's just like the cherry on top. So I'm like, oh, fine. We only watch one sport. That's cool. Now we watch like all of that, like so F1. Um, what's the now the because I really don't care about the other one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what is the other one? But all the racing. So it's very interesting to me. But I'm really super into the Formula NASCAR. Thank you. My brain just went. Whew. Yeah. So I'm more into the European racing. It's a lot of fun. And my racer is a European racer, so he's half Japanese. And so this is a second chance because I don't know. I feel like my characters love that chance again with the person that got away, and it's this one is a 20-year in a making one. Like she broke up with him 20 years ago, and he's a little bit.
He's still mad.
Gotta,
Yeah,
gotta prove that
he might
we're
be.
still here. Hold up.
Oh, you're letting them know you're still here. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
let
little
him
bit
know.
peeved. He's a little bit peeved that she broke his heart. So, yeah, poor baby.
Sad, sad state of things. It
Yeah,
is. It
but
is.
yeah, and I realized that like all of a sudden these sports guys have been popping up. I think see what we're back to the same conversation we were having earlier. Remember when I was telling y'all about the company you keep? Because my writing partner loves a good sports romance. Did I think that I had a whole bunch of sports romances in the old noggin? No, I didn't. But all of a sudden, I've got cricket, I've got racing, I've got uh, pardon? Oh yeah, football. Manny's a football player. Actually, Leo's a football player too. So
Hmm.
yeah, so football, uh, yeah, rugby in December. All I gotta say is thick thighs. Because when we say
Praise
thick
rise.
thighs, we normally only think of women. But thick thighs, no matter where they
God save
occur,
lives.
save
And rugby
lives.
thighs are top tier. I don't care what nobody say. Rugby thighs are top tier.
Absolutely top two. Top two.
Hmm.
Absolute must. So yes, and TikTok, if you guys did not know, has a rugby. Do yourself a favor. If I have not given you guys any gift,
Somehow
get
get yourself
yourself
a
on
rugby
rugby
top.
TikTok.
No, I'm
What is
staying
it? Not
away because I already have problems concentrating on.
no, ma'am. Do not stay away. Get on
It's
rugby
so
talk.
easy. Oh my goodness.
Because the minute I start seeing socks, I'm like, and then they pan upwards. I'm like, so yes, I love
Our
yes
snicker them
rugby.
stickers. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is awesome. And then they be picking each other up and throwing people around and stuff. Oh my goodness.
Girl, because
It's
if you could pick up a big like a grown man like that
these
and
are
just put him
200
over
plus
your
pound men
shoulder,
and they just getting
and they be
like
picking them big men and
the
put them over their
control when they
shoulder.
help them
So
get
imagine
back
what they're
down.
gonna do to
Oh,
you. I'm just saying, do it, Evelyn, do it.
you
Oh, and I
want
have
to,
a
you want
hockey.
to. And you know what? Don't even worry about it. Next time I get a rugby talk in my feed, I'm gonna
I'm
send
gonna
it to
send
you.
it to you. Bam,
Oh
bang.
gosh,
I'm gonna send all that
y'all
time meat
never
to
gonna
you.
get that book edited.
I'm
Okay, never
gonna
mind, never
send
mind, never mind.
all
Hey,
that time meat to you.
hey, no, 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 no. Wait till we get the arc. The day after we
Oh,
get the
after the
arc.
so save it and come back after the arc. Got it. Got it. I got it. It's in there. It's in
Yeah,
there.
and that's why I love like yeah. So I feel like the sports thing might be coming through like different influences, but yeah. But also I like the nerdy characters. I like women who do like different professions and stuff, and I'm getting a lot of those too because
Mm-hmm.
the racing book, she's a racing engineer, which I think is so cool.
Awesome sauce.
That is like the wickedest thing because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because there's this girl that actually is in F1, and as soon as she comes on, I'm like, everybody, shh, she's talking. I understand what she's talking about, but she's brilliant, and yeah,
Yeah.
and we need to have more women in everything. I'm just
Now
saying.
Evelyn has basketball players.
Yes,
Evelyn has basketball players. I don't have any basketball players at the moment.
me neither.
I have hockey and football right now.
I do
I
have a
want to do a
baseball, but he's
football.
way down the line, and I do have a hockey, but he's after. He was supposed to be before Sonora and Aldrich, but uh,
They like me first. Some of these characters just are
They're
so rude.
they are
just
they are.
really, really rude. And I haven't had anybody as pushy as Aldrich since Azul. That's to tell
And that's
y'all.
why that's why I said you need to let Audrey be great because if you hadn't let Azul be pushy, where would we be?
Yeah.
If you had not listened when we said let Azul be great.
You know what? I just want to. I know I probably said this before, but it bears repeating, and I'm going to say it again. I just want to. I want to thank my writing partners for encouraging me to go out there and write whatever I want to write. However,
I knew it was coming.
yeah, you did. After they tell me let them be great, and they tell me, I'm like, this is what they want to do. La 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 la. Then after the character does it, they act like I didn't run it by them first, and they're like, this mofo did what? And they act
Listen,
all astonished and
we
holding
reserve
me
the
to it.
right to be flabbergasted and appalled by behavior.
Not
Even
but
if
I
we didn't
ran it by
encourage
you
that behavior.
first. I ran it by you first. I'm like, I'm not gonna say his name, but there's a certain character that I get a lot of flack for, and a certain thing that he did that I ran by them first. I'm like, hey guys, this is what he wants to do.
Oh, does his name
Mm,
start with the letter N?
mm. And I'm like, hey guys, this is ridiculous. This is what and they both were like, girl, let him be great. Let him do it. And I'm like, okay, awesome. I got support. I write this thing up, and then they're like, this mofo
Listen,
did what?
stop throwing me under the bus. Stop throwing me under the bus.
But
Stop it.
listen, everybody's still
Yes, girl,
talking.
yes, she did. She
But
encouraged
everybody's
it.
still talking about this character, right?
Yes,
They're still
Yes.
exactly.
talking about it.
Like I said, I appreciate it, but it would be nice. Well, you know what? She always defends him.
The thing is, when you're saying you ran it by us as if we gave you permission for him to be like that, all we said was if that's what the character gives you, you have to tell the story the way they give it.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
sometimes they're just dirty and they have secrets and they do dumb things.
I still get 48 hot. I know my hashtag will always be Nico loves Carissa because that woman got that man to fall in love with her twice. Nose wide open 2 times with 2 different personalities that he was working with. So
And if I bet you if I gave him a third personality, he would fall again. He'd be like, wait, hold up. Wait, who's that? Who walked by there?
mm-hmm. But that does not mean that I was not 48 hot with him when he did what he did. Because I'm like, dude, you dumb. Why you stupid like that? But you know,
Ooh,
You know what?
ooh.
I'm hoping that we can move a little bit past him, and once we get Maxim out there and y'all meet Maxim, like fully meet Maxim, the Elite series will be complete, and you guys could be like, you could tell me who you prefer and who is.
I forgave Nico.
You know, I appreciate you,
And
I
part of me,
appreciate you,
like I
girl.
was reading this, I'm like, oh my God, you stupid MF, oh you fool, this woman deserves better. How could you do this? But I understood a little bit. Like he's messed up. He doesn't
mhm,
remember. He's confused. Like
mhm.
Thank
let's
you,
show a little
Elaine.
empathy for him too. I mean, what he did was dumb. He could have taken a little time, right? I
But
think
all our characters do dumb things.
yes, and that's what makes it interesting. Otherwise, it'd be boring if they
It
did the
would be
right thing all
boring.
the time.
If
Because
they
people be
always
going
did the
behind
right
their
thing.
women's wife, moving them into houses without telling them they're
I
being
just
moved
said
into
that. I
houses.
can't forget.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm not. Understand, I'm not throwing shade. That's not my nature. But there have been catchers who have just willy nilly just been like, "Hey, this is the house. Wait, this is all your matching clothes that you have at your house. Hey, would you like to be here?" I'm just saying.
I feel like that was directed. That was very targeted. That was very targeted.
Whatever would you mean?
Listen, we have already told you that men ain't right. You
And the
know,
thing is, none of our characters are rap tight. Like none.
what's the fun in that though?
I know.
Right? Because as I was rereading Left, I realized that Emmanuel is not rap tight at all. I'm like editing and I'm like, oh, there's something wrong with this man.
That man fool crazy about his wife. Leave him alone.
He's full crazy about his wife, but
He also might be
outside,
big and fool crazy.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
trying to
outside
say.
of that,
That's
he's
what trying
just
to
not
say.
okay. He's not okay.
Oh
I
goodness.
wait. You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to writing a character that the woman that's not rap tight. Because I
Ooh.
feel like I need to like really, and I feel like Sonora might be it. Because some of the stuff that she said, I just letting y'all know, Aldrich and Sonora are not a on site I love you couple. Just so y'all know, um, Sonora don't like Aldrich at all. This is not an Ambrose and Nakina situation. Yeah, no, they don't. He don't like her mouth. She don't like his. Well, not for the whole story.
We not boiling no bunnies.
No, no,
No
no, no,
bunnies.
not no, not that kind of.
Not that kind of unhinged. We not boiling no bunnies.
But you know what? One day, I feel like one day we should write one of those.
You want to boil a bunny one day? In
Maybe,
a book, not in real life.
girl, be very specific because we're not French. I mean, you can boil it in like white wine.
Oh
Anyway,
goodness. No, 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 no.
that was different. Is that something else?
No harm shall come to the bunnies. No harm shall come to
No,
the
no,
bunnies.
no harming the bunnies. No, no hop hop. Well, no, never mind. Those are bunnies. Yeah, okay. I'm I'm really behaving myself well.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been outside all day.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No, because my husband had the most ridiculous question for me earlier. He's like, "Hey, you want to go for a drive?" And I'm like,
The
no.
sun was taller than him outside. Why would you do that?
"Sir," I'm like, "No, I do not want. No, I don't want to go outside. You see all that snow outside?" And he tried to remind me that I live in Canada. Sir, I know where I live. I don't want to be outside in that. No.
I did go outside. I went to the movies. I went to see Captain America
How
because
was it?
I loved it.
Oh,
But you know,
sorry. I don't know. Okay, you all have. Okay, everybody has to get on board with me here because I recognize something that I think that's the right word, and I want to know if anybody else recognized it. So Captain America, Mackie, right? Like the actor's name, because you know I'll be making up people's names. His name is Mackie, right?
his name is Mackie, Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. Does he not sound like Will Smith?
Sometimes.
Because I was like, I was doing something, and he was doing an interview, and I'm like, when did they let Will Smith
That
into
is what I was
Marvel?
doing.
And then I was
Because
like, it's not him.
mhm,
Okay, but it is crazy how he sounds like him.
sometimes they do sound a lot alike. Yep. Yeah, it's Marvel in them too. It's a Marvel movie. And listen, my mom and my sister were with me, and they were like, and the movie was over, and I was like, I was still sitting there, and my sister started, getting herself
No,
together.
no, 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 no.
Like, what you doing? And I was like, there's something after the credits. And then finally I like folded up my little blanket and I'm just sitting there, but I'm still sitting there. I'm like, if y'all want to walk outside, that's fine. I'm going to sit here because I know there's something after the credits. And she was sitting there for a little while. She was like, I don't think they did it this time. I was like, I have had almost 20 years of conditioning. There is something after these credits.
Because if it's a Marvel movie or a Fast and Furious movie, do not leave until after the credits. Do not move because you've missed it.
Yep. The only time they didn't was Endgame. That was the
Mm.
only time they didn't have anything after the credits.
And you were
But
pissed, weren't you?
I was like,
That's like people in their bonus epilogues.
Listen, just so y'all know, the word bonus means bonus. It doesn't mean it's always going to be there. Just FYI. Just telling you that as, and not as a reader, because as a reader, I want my bonus epilogue. As an author, I'm just telling you, it does
yeah,
not
as an
always.
author,
I'm
I'll be
looking at
glad
you
to
like you'll
finish
be
the
the main
book.
one in my DMs, ma'am. Where's my bonus epilogue? You would be
Listen,
the main.
I'll
What
be
did I
happy
just
to
say? I
finish
made a
the book.
distinction
I
between being a
have
reader and an
bonus
author.
epilogue material stuck in my head and don't have time to write it because I just got so happy to finish the book. So sometimes it comes out, and then sometimes it comes out and it spawns a whole new series of books that I ain't got time to write because I need a clone.
I'm like, no, you guys. Or sometimes I'm like, one day I'm going to get back to that bonus epilogue.
Yeah, because I have a bonus scene in my head. I really need to just go on and tap it out and see what I can do. But I don't want to take away from what I'm working on to work on a bonus because what I'm working on is going to be a book soon that I need to get edited and released. So, probably would be better if I gave myself more of a break between books, and then I could write some bonus stuff because I have a big old break. But I don't really give myself a big break between books.
No, my writing partner be keep giving y'all. She's like, it'll be like this. She's like, I'm going to take a break. And then I'm like, what you doing today? And she's
I
like,
wrote a book.
no, she's like, I'm doing the outline. I'm like, that's how you do Bert. So it's really awesome to have a writing partner that pushes because that helps me too. Because I'm like, okay, we got to get down to business.
It
That's
might
gonna be
be
a song now in my head for you. Let's get down to business.
if all of your books have bonuses, then you set an expectation. This is why I'm a stalker. That's what CJ has to say. And see,
Yeah.
all of mine don't. Some of them, a couple of them do, but not all of them have bonus stuff. So
Not all of mine have bonuses either. I
Right.
think I've only
Yeah.
had like 2.
yeah, because I've given my if you remember my newsletter, so I know for sure that every person who's joined my newsletter has not downloaded the bonus because the numbers don't match.
Yep, for
And I
sure.
know that every time my newsletter goes out, I have that button, I have that link in there for people to go and grab that free content. And I know they're not getting it because the numbers don't match.
Exactly, because
There's
they've been
way
people
more
who have.
people receiving my newsletter than have downloaded that bonus information.
Yep, because people have asked me about characters, like especially for Frenchie, like, oh, I would love to have more story for Frenchie, and I'm like, but
Mhm,
I did it. I did give extra content for them. So,
mhm.
so
Same,
if
but
you
I
have my
guess I told
Patreon,
you.
it's on there. So that's what I'll do for for people that are my Patreon, the extra content for Frenchie and for Pleasurer, for because them Samsons be giving and giving. So
Right. And I don't think anybody's Tiff, I don't think anybody's spoiling the couple's life in the bonus epilogue. I think it's just an additional peak. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. And I know one of mine it is an extra scene. It's not a bonus epilogue. It's an extra scene that is not even the characters that were in the book. It is a tease for something that I'm going to write, and I will start writing that this year. Oh, you don't think you subscribe to my newsletter? Well, ma'am, look, hit the link in my bio. Hit the link in my bio, and it's on my website. It's like the one of the first things you see is sign up is a button to sign up for my newsletter. So if you take because the link in my bio will take you to my website. One of the first things you'll see is the link to sign up to my for my newsletter.
I'd be loving the newsletters.
Yeah, yeah, and I try not to bombard. So once a month, unless I have something really going on, I really want to talk to you about it. It might be twice, but usually it's like once a month for my newsletter.
Yeah, because some people, yeah, there's some authors that have. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they do it once a week, and I say hats off to them because it's always something fresh. They're not like regurgitating information. I'm
Yeah.
like, girl, that's a lot of brain power you
I
couldn't.
So I'm like,
yeah.
how do you have time to write? Because I'm tired just from writing. I couldn't write you every week. Every week.
Mine are sporadic. I just sent my first one this week. So
Thank you, Tiff. We appreciate you signing up for the newsletter, and that's always a good way
Absolutely.
because you never know when social media can go,
Right.
as y'all well know.
And
So
then you'll have a way to contact us. You'll have a way for us to keep in touch, and we'll be able to send out to you. This is what happened. It was like before the thing started, was officially announced with Vela, I was able to send out to my newsletter subscribers and let them know this is what's going on. So if you've been reading, here's what's happening. Here's where I'm going to be now.
yep.
So
Yeah, and that's great for taking social media break. Like
mhm.
sometimes it's good to take a break because
Yeah,
I don't know about
absolutely.
y'all, but I've had a lot of news lately. I'm a news watcher and I've needed to take a break. So I found the cutest little thing on TikTok that has
I
just
don't know.
been such a great
Not
cleanser for
Christmas
me.
tree. What? It shouldn't be trimming my Christmas tree pins. Oh, go ahead. I'm trying to because it
Like,
shouldn't be about me.
oh, okay, yeah. So I found this this father and son that have little meals together, and it's just been such a like a cleanser for me that they're so cute. So it's really helped because it's got my writing mojo back. It's helped just like clear a lot of that
Hmm.
crappy stuff that's going on. Why is it
Well,
every time?
I know the last time I went live, I wasn't trimming my Christmas tree. I've been live since trimming my Christmas tree, right? Have I? I don't remember, but I don't know
Maybe not.
why trimming my Christmas tree is. I don't see that, and so I can't tell you why that's pinned because I thought I fixed it so that it's just saying I'm Octafriends. So I don't know why, but I did trim my Christmas tree on live. So I don't know why that's pinned up there because I don't see it in order to fix it. Sorry
Um,
to interrupt you. I'm just like that threw me off because I know I did do a trimming my Christmas tree, but I also changed it to chatting with Octafriends today. So
and every time we're on, I see someone says, "How about y'all do a mafia series?" Um, I actually, let's see, for Mafia series, I needed to complete my Elite series before I can do it because it spins off
mhm,
of my last Elite series story. So
mhm,
yes, I will finally have a Mafia story coming probably next year.
mhm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I was about to tell a lie. I was gonna say there are no mafia people in my head. I have mafia adjacent and mafia, but
Yeah.
that's not. If it happens, it'll definitely be next year.
I've been toying with the idea of writing a Good Girls Bad Boys series, but I don't know what the bad boys will be up to yet. So
Well, you could always, since you saw that, you could always kick
You
around
know,
the idea of
it
Mafia.
it might not be completely legal, but I don't know how illegal I'm gonna make it. I don't know.
Either way, we're gonna look forward to. I'm sure you are very capable of doing a very bad boy.
hmm
Yeah. But Kenya Wright has all the mafia
Yeah,
stuff.
she
Like
has amazing
that's the
mafia.
go-to. Like if you like mafia, Kenya
hmm
Wright.
They're on a whole nother level.
Yes, absolutely, and that's like a study in how to do it right. So yeah, and how to write characters that people not just fall in love with, but don't want to give up, so that you are writing 5 or 6 books about these same people because nobody wants to let them go.
Yes.
Yeah, Posey.
Yep. Yeah, Posey Parks has a lot of mafia. She's been doing it for a long time too. Actually,
And
I
K
think
Blue as
maybe the
well.
first book I read by her, um, I didn't even realize I was about to read a mafia book until I was like, wait, oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's K Blue as well, who also
hmm
writes a lot of mafia.
Yeah.
In
Oh
the
yeah.
mood for a rom com.
Rom com.
What's
Hmm.
rom com?
Read one of mine. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I
Who's
think
reading the
she's
rom com?
covered you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
I don't
Tiff might
know.
have read a couple of books by you.
Tiff, did you read all mine? No.
Pretty sure she.
Yeah, sometimes you need a palate cleanser. That's the thing
hmm
too, right? Like you need something
Yep.
that's a little bit lighter that just kind of like
Yep. Yeah, Cherry's Jubilee was. I love Cherry. Cherry Bomb. She was. Love
Cherry
her.
bomb, yeah.
I love her though.
I know.
And
I was
honestly,
pretty certain
I
about
still
that,
say
Tiff.
this.
I would have bet good money on that.
What?
Is Cherry and Jeannie are who Layla wanted to be because Layla was always trying to talk about fighting somebody, but Cherry and Jeannie actually threw them hands.
Cherry didn't have to tell anybody she could throw hands.
She didn't talk about it. Cherry's of the mind. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
There you go. Well, no warning.
Hey, look, they pushed her. They pushed her.
They
So
did. They asked for that.
she wasn't even
My
thinking.
whole thing is, if
Sometimes
you buy
have
a
to get the
ticket,
butt whooping you paid for.
you
And
buy
they're
a ticket
Raggedy
to the
Mama
show.
too. Oh, reading Unwrapped again. Oh boy, it's not even Christmas.
There are people that love a Christmas book away from
I
Christmas
love Christmas books.
all year round. Read Christmas books all year round.
And
I
a
know
shameless
Christmas
plug.
candy still
I'm gonna
gets-
do a
gets-
shameless plug if you have if you
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. You shameless plug. I was about to do it too because Christmas book. Now, granted, it's not all Christmas, but the titles think
because I was like, you hit all them seasons, girl. Kenneth and her
from
went through all
Juneteenth,
them seasons.
Juneteenth all the way up to Christmas.
Oh,
So,
that's just a holiday book.
it's a holiday book. It's titled Christmas Candy, but it's a holiday book because we hit every holiday from Juneteenth to Christmas. And, but yeah, and people like candy more than just at Christmas time. So
I do. I like candy all the time, girl. And so did Kenneth a lot.
yes, he did. And
But
that's
now you have
also-
2 Christmas books, Evelyn.
Here's a question. I know that I do it a lot, and I've read most of y'all stuff, but everybody here might not have. How much do you make sure that not make sure, but just like love? Because I love that my characters, one of them from one other book is going to show up in another book. Because that's just like when I'm writing Nikki and Ash's story, and of course, Gian and Stephanie make an appearance because they're best friends, but also someone has made an appearance. Kenneth has made an appearance in their book. Kenneth just be popping up because Kenneth popped up in Involuntary. So Kenneth just be popping up in people's books. So how much do you like that that you have characters from other books that just kind of
Oh my God, I love it. Like
the sibling of the main characters in the book, just somebody from your world that
I love when I do that. It's I love it as a reader, and I love doing it as a writer too.
Well, and if anybody's read any of my books, then you would know that I have had one character that has been in every
Aaron Ma
book.
is in every book.
Every book.
It's not a book until he makes his appearance.
Or
Yes,
story. Because even in the
yes,
short
Chef Ma.
stories, I'm like, how did you end up in here, Aaron?
That's what is that we're gonna call it? Where's Aaron? Because that's what
Yeah, one of my editors is
read
like,
the book. They're like, hey, I'm at 95%, and I hadn't seen Aaron yet.
yeah, because I can't remember what story I wrote, and one of my editors was like, excuse me, what's going on? I'm like, you're not finished the book yet. And she's like, oh, there he is. Yeah, so,
we gotta see our boo at least once. Why you acting like that?
yeah, so he'll be in there once, but there are other characters that make appearance. Like, so for Left, you're gonna get, you get Aaron, obviously, but you also get Azul. Actually, you get Azul, you get Amber, you get
You get Nico and Carissa.
Nico and Carissa. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Yeah. At least
you got Maxim too. Maxim definitely you got.
Yes, and Maxim. How did I forget about Maxim? Y'all, I'm so excited to write Maxim's book. And his cover is so pretty. And I'm really excited about writing him. I really hope that I do him justice. Because that's why I've been putting it off because I don't want to mess up his story. So
you will do wonderful.
Give it to me, please.
Yeah, as soon as it's on the page.
Yeah.
You.
You
take it from here and put it on the page.
I mean, you will never not hear me say natural lipstick. Natural lip gloss. Never not hear me say natural lip gloss.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
Girl, why did somebody come over to my house and try to figure out what my backyard looked like? It's fiction. It's my imagination.
Yeah, I mean,
Not every-
you're not Chelsea. It's we. That's what when my mama reads my book, she's like, "Ooh, girl, you have an imagination on you." I'm like, "Mm-hmm, I
no,
sure
she
do.
doesn't, ma'am.
I sure do. Very, very vivid imagination."
I don't think so.
Excuse you, Angel, vivid imagination.
Obviously, I was kidding. Obviously, your imagination is unparalleled. For you to come up with all of those things, just pick the floor blue out of the sky.
Exactly. I
Brilliant.
mean, I can imagine that legs do that kind of bending.
Well, you know what? Some of the stuff that your characters do, that is imagination. Because I'm like, ma'am, you be writing some thickums, and ma'am,
Listen, I am a thickums, and legs do that.
no, some of them do, but and they never be taking no vitamins. You know what? Then put more vitamins in your book, because they never be taking no.
Wait, I gotta have a scene where I show them taking their vitamins. That's
And yoga
why they're able to do
classes.
that because they
And
take
yoga classes.
and yoga classes.
Classes. And physical therapy or something. Just saying. So we're able to do
Listen, I
that.
don't have to let you know that they exercise and stuff. They flexible. Some people just
Girl, no, we are there are a lot of people that are flexible, but you cannot lie and tell me that some of your MMCs are ridiculous and out of pocket and just trying to create new joints. Unless I'm reading it wrong. And I don't think I'm reading it wrong. I think I'm reading it right.
listen.
Some of them are trying
I
to create new
say
joints.
things that they do. I didn't. That doesn't mean they succeeded in trying to stick somebody's knees beside their ears. I said they pushed it toward it. I didn't say they made it. That's you thinking that they made it. I said they pushed in that direction. Hey, Shannon.
But Shannon, you know what? I read what I read. I read what I read. They pushed it.
But legs can't do that. They bend that way, and
I
some
know they've
people are
been that way, but
flexible.
that's not
I
the
know
only thing I've
sometimes the
seen.
fupa get in the way, so you got to go out and up. I'm just saying things. There are
Evelyn,
ways for
just
things to happen.
Evelyn, don't be acting all of this in. Please stop. Please stop. Because I'm like, no, Miss Sola is not acting innocent, ma'am.
What I do?
I have been a reader from you from the first book drop. From that first chapter, I've been a ride Sola.
Shannon, we're talking just about any and everything, but Niccoyan felt like I have a vivid imagination because some of the positions that my MMCs put my FMCs in, being that they are super thick most of the time, are not realistic, and I keep telling her legs.
I didn't say no. I didn't say not realistic.
She said not everybody legs can bend like that, and I was like, but my
never
legs
take vitamins.
like that.
Tell her that they need to take some vitamins and some yoga, and then yes.
I ain't got time to tell you about them vitamins and yoga.
That's why they can't be.
They're
That's
grown
why,
out. We got other stuff to do. I'm not wasting words on telling you that you just gotta know they bendable.
That's why these poor women can't run away in the morning, because some of them be like, I would want to run away, but I couldn't because.
Listen, I told you that there was the draft pick. That only one of them didn't run away, but I swear that dude, he had her locked up tight. She couldn't run away. The rest of them, they slept a little too hard and gone. Woman gone when they wake up.
Well, you see, that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to put in so much work that you knock yourself out. So, because I want nobody talking about about Andre, about why Andre missed her. Andre missed her because that man did the work. He needed to rest.
He did. He put in work. He did.
He was resting like it was Sunday morning.
Flew halfway around the world. Like, what's up with you? You left. Who told you could do that? She over there like, I'm grown. I told myself I could do that. Like,
because in my head, living rent free is nobody leaves Andre.
Yeah, because he was like, because yeah, when he woke up, he was going. He was like, nobody goes Andre Antonoff. What the?
And you know it's serious when you're talking third person. Nobody leaves Andrei Antonov.
Oh, leave that man be. He was fine. It all worked out. It all worked out.
But that's how it's supposed to be. It works
Went on the
out.
ball and made a baby.
But you know what? It could have been worse because Evelyn's girls be giving him like pretending they don't remember they married and whatnot.
Oh goodness! I just
Well,
revisited that series. I just revisited them
if you had
recently.
too many drinks the night
Girl, she
before,
remembered. I never did believe her.
and she thinks
Listen,
maybe
I really did want to have a little talk with Melly. I'm like, ma'am, you over there acting like you don't want that big old man. Quit playing.
Listen, because
Quit playing. You know you want that big old man. You know you wanted that big old man when you was standing at the window watching him do his exercises. You know you want that big old man.
but you know what? I think she's one of the. I'm gonna tell you this, Evelyn. You and I on the call right now, and I like Melly.
thank you.
I really pisses me off when people are always ragging on her because I understood Melly like she be in my heart.
Look, I tell everybody,
She be
I
in my
don't
heart.
write perfect characters. I don't write perfect heroines. So, and a lot of times people are just so hard on the heroines versus like these men could kidnap, blackmail, lock you up in a dungeon. Oh, it's not his fault. His mom was mean to him when he was a kid. But you let the
Lie to you,
woman.
not tell you anything about who he is. I thought everybody's gonna be pissed at Ambrose. Nobody gave a flying. What was the? And I got people getting mad at her. What was she upset about? Because he lied.
Rich man would lie about
That
being
was me.
rich.
That was me.
I was
I
like,
think somebody said that. I'm sorry, I mean to
I
mouth.
was like, girl, you better act right. You better act right with this man.
that's what I got. What was her problem? I'm like,
He was
the
rich.
problem was the lying. See, there you go.
Rich.
There you go, Cindy. There you go.
Oh,
She was pissed.
I'm rich. Okay, I've done that too in my books.
Yeah.
He's rich.
He wanted to
Oh,
be rich.
I wish somebody would
He
lie
wanted
to
be
me
a
about
regular
that.
guy. I'm just a regular guy.
Well, he never actually said that.
He never said it. He never lied though.
He
He
said
never.
that the omission
But he
is.
knew that that's what she thought. So a lie by
He
omission.
didn't know what was in her mind. Like he can't read her mind.
Girl, I'm shooketh. I'm all the way shooketh. And this is why we write characters like we. This right here is why our characters are unhinged. Because we will defend other people characters' craziness, and then you wonder why our characters just be doing whatever they want to do.
I know.
They do whatever they want. They don't care nothing about us. I'm telling you, they don't care nothing about us.
Look, just be a little.
Look, Niccoyan and I, first of all, we need a podcast. But secondly, we was over there the other morning talking about we was like, we should make that a beat. Somebody should put a beat on that. They don't care about us. Because you drop a verse. They don't care about us because they attack us when we sleeping. They don't care about us.
In the
Get up
shower,
and write this down in the shower. They don't care
when
about
we
us.
driving,
Trying to drive to the store and get some groceries. They want to tell you stuff. They don't care about us.
You're having a
I need to focus on
conversation.
this
There they
traffic.
are.
that is the worst. Where you're full on having a conversation with somebody. You're looking them in the eye, and then the character is like, you know what? You know what I did to her, and I'm like,
Right? Listen.
because you try having a conversation with someone.
I don't even know where this go. Here's an exclusive. Only Niccoyan and Brianna have heard this. I'm laying in the bed minding my business. Minding my business. I'm trying to go to sleep. There is somebody in my head that says she says, I will F you up. And he says, and down, because I like to be effed up and down.
Oh, I want that book now.
See,
I don't even know who these people are. I have no idea. No
and that's
clue.
another thing. They don't even be telling you their names or
Figure it
nothing.
out.
I mean, I wrote it down because I ain't crazy. That's why it's still in there.
No, it's ridiculous. They don't be introducing themselves. Or like when we were writing that little ditty that she's talking about, another verse was not telling us your name until we're halfway through the book. Because we'd be writing a book and be like, hey, your name is such and such? And you check with them. They're like, and you're like, okay, cool. You halfway through the book, they're like,
That ain't
hey,
my
psst,
That's
hey,
not my name.
hey, mommy, that's not my name.
because Deanna and Reclaim did not start out as Deanna.
What?
She didn't tell me that wasn't her daggum name.
What her? What was
She
her?
let me put that name on her for almost 2 years.
What was the original name?
Diana.
Oh, Di.
And you may not
I
think
mean,
it's
I
a
was
big
close,
difference, but
I
it's a big
guess. That's why she
difference.
didn't complain. But I'm.
Although I have fought with characters who have told me their name. Because although this book isn't out yet, I'm like, can you please pick another name? I would be cool, because the book hasn't come out yet, if he comes into my head and goes, you know what? That ain't my name. Psych, Dexter. I'm not, because all I can think about, because I'm a huge, huge fan of
Slice
the
and dice.
show,
That's what she
Oh,
said.
that's what I think
Slice and
about
dice.
too. Dexter, the cereal.
and that's
I
all
know
I
I
can
am.
think about. And I have to write all these scenes with him doing all the things, and all I can think of is,
Slice and dice. Slice
Yeah,
and dice.
and it's not that kind of book. Just FYI, he's
I
not.
know that happened to me with the name when I was writing Make Me. His name was Connor. I wrote like 5 chapters with his name Connor, and he's like, "Bitch, my name is Cooper." So I'm like, "Oh, okay."
You not see me
And they
drink.
just talk. They don't care about it. They just talk to you any kind of way.
I'm like,
They don't
"Bitch,
care
I
about
keep
us.
telling you my name is Cooper." So I had to go back and change
Remember
it.
that one character that you kept calling him, like you had like this, like you didn't have a name for him, but he wouldn't tell you his name.
Mhm.
You
Oh,
remember, Gary?
Oh, you talking to me? Talking to me now?
Yeah. Remember that?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
What was his name? I can't remember. But this man wouldn't tell her name. She's like, I'm about to write. Hi. He's like, hey.
okay, go ahead. Right. What else?
And be telling her all his business. He told her all his business. Was like, but my name ain't none of your concern.
So what name did you go with?
I'm trying to.
He who
Remember
has
how
no
these jokers
name.
doing me like
No,
that.
eventually he told her her name, but she was a couple of chapters in before he
What
was
you
Who
like,
put
these jokers
blah blah
hey.
like
blah as
that?
the name. And
I'm trying to remember which one of these jokers did me like that.
I can't remember, but it'll come to me as soon as I'm off the call, because that's the way my brain works.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how they do us, guys. So these are, the things we go through. But
yeah. Or my one character who I wrote as dead, and he's like, I ain't dead, bitch. So don't even. That was Coach's daddy. Coach's
Mm-hmm.
daddy was dead for half the book. For half the book, he was dead. Like he was just a memory. And then he's like, I ain't dead. So I had to go
how
back.
dare you try to make him DEAD? Girl, I love that man.
See, that's why he's like, I have a story. I ain't dead. So
I
Mm-mm.
really liked him though.
Mm-mm.
I love your dads.
Yep. Except that one.
Well, yeah,
which
not
one?
all your dads, but I like a
Vivi's
lot of
dad?
your dads.
Mm-mm.
But I
No, there's
like
two.
these
My
that there's
bad.
so
There's
many
two.
different
We don't like
types.
them. There's two of them we
Pardon?
don't like.
Oh, Delaney's dad?
Paradise.
Oh, that oh see, dead. I don't even think about him.
Even I hope he on a spit just roasting. Slow.
Yeah.
But it's the audacity for me.
I
Mm.
know. He was terrible. He was the worst. He was the worst. Oh, I hate him. I'm glad he was dead. That's why I killed him.
The imaginary
And she's
character,
speaking about a fictional character in
Oh
a
yeah,
book.
yes.
the
That's why the
imaginary
Bad word.
character
character
was
that she wrote out of the book. Yes, yes, yes.
see,
Because
and this is the follow-up.
yes, because sometimes
Original
Oh,
Thickums
yeah. It
follow-up.
was that's who it was. It was in Thrive. It was
Huh?
Thrive. It was Thrive.
yeah, I think so.
It was Thrive.
Yeah, he was like, none of your business.
So what's his name
Mhm. Girl, I gotta look it up again because I know Bailey is her name. Um, because I it's like he don't want me to know him no more. Like I ain't studying you. You can't know my name.
He probably in secret serve as what do you call it, protection, because he was very funny about his name.
So 301. Here we go. Oh yeah, this one because this one is his last name is Wilson, Mr. Wilson.
Girl, she can't be finding his name still. He's really bugging.
No,
He's
I
like,
see his brother's. See, what I'm saying I see his brother's name. His brother was fine telling me his name, Hayden.
Yes, Hayden.
Name Hayden.
oh, is there going to be a third Drake and Nia book? That ending. Well, there will be more books in the series, but most likely won't be in Drake and Nia's point of view. So the story will continue um, with Audrey and Wyatt. So
Mm-hmm.
what do we have? Almost Heaven, Audrey and Wyatt. Then we'll have Almost Perfect, Ray and whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have Almost Something Else with Langley. So
And will Alan get a book? Because you know we love us some Alan.
Alan.
Alan, yes. So
Alan, the coolest uncle ever.
that will be the last book, and then I'll do a couple of novellas in that series to wrap it up. So there'll be a Vicky and Colt novella because they're my favorite, and then it's gonna end with the couple that started it all with the Ethan and Tara novella.
Nice.
That's cool.
But then they're gonna have like a million kids between them, so I'm sure we'll see them again in the future.
Next generation, girl. Next generation.
Tiff, the Romanticy, which is the next book in this one. That's I know. I mean, that's the only one I got. Glassmaker. So actually, I will be. That is next on deck. As soon as I finish Nikki and Ash, I'll be writing that. So that's coming out this year, sometime late spring, early summer. That book will come out. So yes, but yeah, as soon as I'm done with Nikki and Ash, I will roll right into and I'll tell you, I'll roll right into the Diviner Soul because that book has had a title since last year when I was riding around that tea plantation. It's not a plantation, the place where they make not where they grow tea leaves and dry it out and all that stuff. So it was pretty cool.
No, they took me to a plantation.
They don't call it that no more, but that's what it was.
What it
child.
was.
That's what it was, child. But we did learn all about how tea was made, and so.
But it was really cool.
That did inspire the character, and it will be the brother that's next to her in age. That's who the story is, Kieran, and his diviner, whose name I do not know yet. I just know that she's a diviner. She reads tea leaves. So.
So, do you have any other questions for us before we call it a night, lady?
Because I have the unfortunate task of completing my packing because I'm going to be traveling tomorrow actually because my flight leaves so early in the morning. I'll actually drive over to the city where the airport is and then fly out on Tuesday morning. So I have to finish packing.
Are we getting left this year? Oh yeah, you're getting left next month.
Oh.
Yeah, the pre-order for Left is up. So if you have not pre-ordered, go on over there and handle that.
Oh, and I have not pre-ordered, so I will do that.
And
bring me one in a Polycon.
I will definitely. That was the goal, to make sure they are ready for
big
that.
Fat books. But you better bring me a big fat book. As I say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all the big fat books. So
and the goal is to have right, because if there's a left, then you should probably have a right.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to have right this summer.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But you'll find out what right is about once you read Left.
Mm-hmm.
But they are complete standalone. They're separate. Just so you know, they're completely
standalones. But it is better if you read Left before you read Right. You might be a little confused.
Yes, it would make a lot more sense. So you would like to read it, but you absolutely can go ahead and read Left and be great with like you read the whole story, their complete story.
Where my swim room? And this has been looking at me. I made a cute little.
That is so cute.
Oh, that is so cute. I love that.
I gotta make a little strap for it, but it's clear.
Oh, I love it.
Thank y'all. Thank you very much.
That would look good that would look good with a book inside of it.
Well, actually, this is I'll be giving this away on my Patreon
I said what I said.
That will go look great with a book inside of it. I think the book will fit inside of it too, actually.
I'm
So,
sure you got some books on your shelf that would fit in there. I'm just saying.
mhm.
And just also, since we're wrapping up, just to also let you guys know to look out. We will also Dari and I are going to be part of season 2 of Silver Creek Ranch.
Ooh.
So
We will be. Yes, that is right. So, and the spin on this, the FMC is her cousin, and the MMC is his brother,
Oh.
and she is the one that is the veteran that went to the ranch.
because
All right.
she like to twist it up.
So when are those books gonna be start being released? Do you know yet?
Yep,
They'll release them.
September,
Oh,
September to
September. Okay.
November,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Yes.
like this, like last year. And this one you met Ryan in here, um, and her cousin, Amara's cousin, Joe. So that will be their story. Yeah, and I just love that Ryan is an Asian cowboy, and I'm having the easiest time trying to find him to put him on the cover.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Because the amount of Asian cowboys out there,
So many.
so many. Listen, my husband might wake up.
Oh, that's so sweet, Amara. I love Amara. She was funny.
Yeah, I love Damara
Listen,
too.
yeah, she was probably the most sassy character that I've written, and I had so much fun writing her. So I want to
Um,
write more sassy because I feel like I'm a little sassy.
I love writing them sassy girls. I love it.
so, honey, when you ask about new releases, you mean the most recent releases we've had?
Oh, our next is
When
when
our
is our
next
next
release?
release? I don't have a date yet. I don't know. I don't know when my next book will come out. But in my defense, I just had one in December. So
Yes, you did. You gave us a nice big thick
Right.
one.
I had one in November and one in, well, I actually had one in October, November, December.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Rancher came out in October. Draft Pick Season 3 came out in November. And then my Sexy Scenarios came out in December.
Oh, so you just had the whole
She had a run, girl. It
last
was
3 months
a royal
covered.
flush, man.
And Sexy Scenarios and Rancher are in Kindle Vella. So if you have not read them, Kindle Unlimited. So if you have not read them, you can check them out in Kindle Unlimited. Hooky, hooky.
And my next one is going to be Left, which is on pre-order right now. But if you haven't read anything by me and you want to get sample my stuff, I have a lot in KU. I've got I've got everything but Consumed, Emulsify, and Retrograde. Everything else is currently in KU.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it easier to say what
That does make
isn't
it
in
easier
there.
because I would have to tell you what is in KU because everything else isn't.
Yeah.
So you got, yeah.
But Left is not, I'm just going to let everybody know, Left is not going to be in KU.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So my next release will be Nikki and Ash's story, and as soon as I release the cover, I'll stop just calling it Nikki and Ash's story and actually tell you the title of it. So, but that'll be my next release because I'm really close to being done with that. We about to. I just need to. I'm really debating on if I want to pause everything else and just really hit that hard and get it
Yeah, we
done.
could do that because people want to know. I mean, what?
I did. You get my newsletter, so you know the title, but the general public doesn't because they're not in the know because they don't get my newsletter.
See, and if you had the newsletter, then you would know what she was talking about.
I mean, yeah, if your newsletter and Patreon has known the title from the beginning, from when I posted the first few chapters up there. So,
Speaking of which, I'm
okay,
dropping
Evelyn,
on
what's your next one?
Patreon. Pardon me?
No, I was trying to give Evelyn a chance to say what her next release would be to answer.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
TBD.
To be determined.
Okay. To be determined. All right. Cool. Any more questions? Because we're about to wrap this up. Okay.
Yes, and maybe not every Sunday because I did see somebody said, "Oh, are you guys going to have a chat every Sunday. Maybe not every Sunday, but we will try to touch base with you guys.
We'll be more consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're more regular.
because I love talking with these ladies. But
Yeah,
for
me
sure, for
too.
hopefully you guys will join me next month when Left drops, and we can
Yes.
talk about Left, Emmanuel, and his Ivy.
Yes, I have to check my schedule, and I'll have my assistant contact you.
Please do. Please have her contact my assistant.
And I
Yes.
will download this and put it on my YouTube because I am trying. I need to do actually post things on my YouTube. I think I have one little video up there right now, so I'm gonna start posting these things on my YouTube. I'll download it when it's available and stick it over there.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well,
It
thank
was
you,
fun,
ladies.
ladies.
Bye. Have a good night,
Thank
everybody.
Have a
y'all
good
for
night
hanging
and
with
great
us.
week.
We really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.